Okay.
Little
All right.
tiny
All right, count up yours. How many do you have so far?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. Okay, now, Shelly, let's see what you've got here. No, the ears on my head don't count.
You said gold ears with the 50.
Why?
It counts, that one.
We'll check with our judges in a moment. All right, how many does she have, Princess Jasmine?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, tied. Okay. All right, now, you still have to go find some more. Off you go. We will check with them next hour to see how they're doing. This is so cute. Princess Jasmine, I think they're cheating a little bit with the gold ears. Anyway, we'll have our judges become the final anchors on this one. What do you think? Carlos, Michaela, Sam,
I need to
Mark.
be giving them some
I don't know
water.
if I can.
I can't tell the difference. Which one of those two is Jasmine?
I can't tell. I think it's the one with the dark hair.
They look so much alike.
I know, they do, actually. I think the one in the ears is with us, I think.
You know, everything is going relatively smoothly today.
Bite your tongue.
We have 3 cameras. We have like 7 cameras. We have lights. We have communications equipment. We have walkie-talkies. We can hear. We can see everything.
It's not raining.
But you know, when this park opened, Walt Disney referred to that day as Black Sunday.
And he wasn't the only one. A lot of people referred to it as that. But, you know, after the park opened 6 months later when they welcomed their millionth visitor in 6 months, all of that was forgotten. Let's go over to Bill Smith, who is standing by at
Mike 2 is right here.
Grotto. How are you doing, Bill?
Hey, Bill.
Mike 2, Mike 2, Mike 2.
Disneyland, everywhere you go in Disneyland, it's like a postcard, like those Kodak picture spots. And you tend to forget, if you don't get here often, how well-designed Disneyland is. Everything sort of folds together. A lot of it's closer together than you think. I mean, the Magic Castle is right here. The Sleeping Beauty's castle is just right on top of you. And if you just walk barely around the corner, all of a sudden you've got the Matterhorn. I love the Matterhorn, but it's cold whenever you stand near the Matterhorn. And then all you have to do is make a little bit of a turn further. You don't have to go much further, and already you've got Tomorrowland. So all of these lands are extremely close together, and that was part of Walt Disney's original dream, is to bring the adventure close to you so that you could get to all of them. In fact, it was a big day about 50 years ago. We're still a few weeks away from the actual anniversary, but it was a big day then. It was 50 years ago. Art's vision was to take us into the future and then back to the past. Well, we've got that now. Let's catch up with Walt Disney himself as we go back to the future. So, with a little time travel of our own, let's follow Walt Disney as he dedicates each of the 4 lands at Disneyland on the 50th anniversary of the Magic Kingdom.
Frontierland. It is here that we experience the story of our country's past.
And for a landmark that is still here, no, not the canoe. Hello, canoe. Waving at us there. Hi, canoe people. For a landmark that is still here, the Mark Twain riverboat, the paddle wheel steamer. And back to the day it was christened by movie star actress Irene Dunn.
The Mark Twain.
And there the boat is christened, and it starts on its daily trips up and down the rivers of the world, of America, that is.
Then from the rivers of America to the future of us all, as Walt Disney takes us from 50 years back to years forward and Tomorrowland.
Tomorrow offers new frontiers in science, adventure, and ideals. The atomic age, the challenge of outer space, and the hope for a peaceful and unified world.
And with the ageless Matterhorn looking down over Tomorrowland and all the rest of Disneyland, back in time to Autopia from 50 years ago, who should drive by then but a couple of superstars of the day?
Coming down the road here is Frank Sinatra. Hello, Franco. Who's driving? Frankie
My
Jr.?
son, yes.
Don't hit this man. Oh. Look who hit who. Sammy Davis, Jr. Hello, Sammy.
All right, well, next hour we will continue our exclusive interview, so to speak, with Walt Disney himself and the rest of the dedication of Disneyland. Of course, my favorite thing about all of Disneyland is the Kodak picture spot. I don't know why they want you to have your picture taken with these signs, but they do. Here is my Kodak picture shot. Yeah. Got it? Good shot. All right. And just to show you again how close together many of the fantasies and adventures are, all you have to do is go right from where we are near Tomorrowland, right over back to home base in the middle of Disneyland, and back over to everybody, Sam Rubin and everybody.
Hi!
Well, there we are. Indeed, we're going way back there. Thanks, Bill Smith.
I just had to stand next to Art Linkletter.
Absolutely.
You know,
Who can blame you?
He even autographed my script. It says Art Linkletter.
We are all big fans of Art Linkletter, 92 years young, and as we saw in the Bill Smith piece, Art, you were here on that day. You were friends with Walt Disney. One thing I want to talk about a little bit, How crazy did people think Walt Disney was? How much of a flyer was this?
Well, I was one of them who very quietly thought he was crazy, because when we came out here 3 years before the opening with 2 young guys from Stanford University who'd been hired to suggest where in L.A. that this be, and we looked around, no freeways, just a bunch of orange groves. I thought, well, Walt's lost his marbles. And he's just about to lose everything he's got. And when we opened, he had everything in the world on the line that this would be a success. He had mortgaged the studio, his insurance, borrowed money from ABC. Had not borrowed any from me yet, but we were great friends.
What would he think about it today? What would he, when he looked around and see what's happened, what would he say?
I think he'd love it, because it's great, even though there's been some criticism by a few people that Imagineering is not the most important thing, but marketeering has been. But that's all right. It's the time when it comes, it has to grow with the times.
Did you ever see him have any doubt that his dream would come true? Did you ever see a twinkle or anything?
No, he always thought. In fact, he and I toured Europe and spent time in the Tivoli Gardens in Denmark, and he was making notes about how everything was repainted, all the lights were working, lots of bathrooms and so forth. Then the day that this opened, he had a terrible choice to make. There was a plumber's strike because they hadn't been paid, and he had a choice of either having the toilets work or the water fountains work.
Let's guess what he decided.
So he made the choice, not the water fountains.
Art, let me ask you this. We're going to show one tape. You had so many celebrities that day. We have a little sound on tape. Here is Art with, he would then become the governor and the president, with Ronald Reagan. Look at this.
Ronnie Reagan, come on in. Yeah, how about that son of yours? I've been buttering up to him all morning, hoping he'd say that about me. Isn't this a riot today? Oh, it certainly is. And, Ron, your first job is down here in the town square. Right out here in front of the depot, yes, for the main street and the parade and so forth. We have lots to do. Get busy.
And this, of course, was a live broadcast, a big opening.
Yes.
And just as a broadcast was a big deal, too, and very much stuff that had not really been done.
Well, there was no rehearsal, and all kinds of things went wrong. By the way, that part of the film I have at home, and I play it over and over, especially when I say, Ronnie, run over and say this. And he says, yes, sir, I'll go right over.
We should tell people that at 92 years young, in fact, we had an opportunity about 6 months ago to do an event together. You speak all over the country so eloquently and so funny. You have your, 28th book coming out?
Yes, I'm doing a book for baby boomers. Yesterday, I was lecturing at Pepperdine University. Friday, this week, I'll be in Detroit speaking. I do about 200,000 miles a year, and then I go home, I go to the kitchen to get a glass of orange juice. I open the refrigerator door, the light goes on, and I do 20 minutes.
Art Linkletter, what a pleasure for us this morning. We will now go from here, our home base, over to Kurt, the cyber guy, who I think fancies himself as Buzz Lightyear. What a pleasure, Art. Here, Kurt.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, we're going to kick this ride off in just seconds when we come back. We're going to take you on a very high-tech ride and find out how you can ride from home. It's all coming up live from Disneyland.
In the Tiki Room.
I'm really excited to be here at the Tiki Room, one of my favorite attractions growing up, and it was also one of Walt's.
The Enchanted Tiki Room has been around since 1963. It's the first in the park to use audio animatronic figures. Once inside the Polynesian hut, you'll be surrounded by the colors and spirit of Hawaii. The show has 225 members, which include feathered MCs and a chorus of orchids. Aloha!
Tiki Room, all the birds sing words.
You ride this new Astro Blaster ride here and score points like I'm trying to do, but you can also do it from home soon.
But this theme park is getting a high-tech makeover. It all starts with this hugely interactive ride called Astro Blasters.
Well, this concept was about an attraction and a video game all in one. So what we developed was a way for our guests to enjoy the experience and affect the outcome differently every time they go on the ride.
Hey, follow me. We'll get on board.
Okay, so what's my mission?
You join Buzz Lightyear and the Little Green Men, and your mission is to fire away at the targets, to loosen the batteries from Zurg's grip, and return them to the good toys.
All right, let me show you what I did. You would think I'm a galactic hero, but no. I'm a planetary pilot. I got 60,000.
As I get off the ride and head toward the exit, I can see my photo from when I was busy shooting away at the targets. But rather than have to pay for a copy, I can just email the photo to myself or a friend. Right, I'm inside. I only did 60,000 something, and that's kind of at the bottom there. What went wrong?
What went wrong? Did you shoot enough targets?
I don't know. I think I'm...
You got to hit a lot of targets, and you want to hit the targets that are worth the most points.
Not only is the ride like a video game, but come June, it'll turn into an online multiplayer attraction so you can participate with your friends at home.
So essentially, right now the ride's 2 people in the ride vehicle. In the future, it's going to be 4 people, 2 in the ride vehicle, 2 at home.
Wow, I'm back inside the ride and scoring some points here. I don't know how well I'm doing with these targets. I think I did pretty well the first time. Well, I only have 52,000. What's cool about when you get off this ride is that email is free. So, you know, they're not nailing you with that $10 or $15 charge to buy the photo at the end. That's right. Oh, there's a triangle that's supposed to be a lot of points, and I missed it. Doggone it. All sorts of great technology, including interactive stuff that's going to happen here at the theme park. You may see your cell phone telling you when a ride becomes available in the future. There's, of course, more at our website at KTLA.com. Carlos, Michaela?
Wow,
So
that's so cool. You get to actually interact with it. Yeah, very,
and
very
he's
cool.
controlling it. Did you see that? He's controlling it at one hand and doing this.
And he's doing TV all at the same time.
He may have made reference to that, but one thing they're talking about as we look to the next 50 years of Disneyland is that the kids today are so used to doing video games and things at home, how they've got to make the rides more like that one.
Well, coming up, we have more. We have another hour. Disneyland's new fireworks show, the Disney Princesses.
Yes, there's lots of princesses. We have some
and
more.
Phil of the future.
We have more special guests. Also, I don't know if you guys knew this, but we actually have a very special wedding ceremony happening a little later in the show. So stick around. More from Disney's 50th anniversary continues. We'll be right back. In front of the beautiful Sleeping Beauty's castle, which has had a bit of a facelift, I must say.
Lots of
Disney's 50th celebration.
Look who's hanging with us.
Sir.
Pluto. Looking good. And he's ready to go.
Years.
Did you buff up your collar for your 50th anniversary? I see.
He's got his golden dog bone, yeah.
Excellent. And it's in the shape of Mickey Mouse
Pluto?
ears. You shouldn't arm wrestle a
You're
dog.
arm wrestling the dog? He's going to take you down, Sam.
What's wrong with you?
Arm wrestle Pluto.
Pluto wins.
Yes,
all right,
as expected.
Coming up this hour, we have Disney's Phil of the Future. Never seen Phil of the Future.
That's a great show on the Disney Channel that the kids love. Ricky Ullman, the star of it, will be here live, and he's excited.
And apparently they've changed the fireworks show. This is one of the most spectacular fireworks show in the entire world. Happens right here at Disneyland.
And they actually, when they do their rehearsals, they kind of have to shut down the park and make sure everybody's. I mean, they're so safe about it. Disneyland has its very own fire department here. I mean, it's like it's like a city. It's really quite amazing.
Look at all all of the morning news viewers.
How are you?
Good morning. Nice to have you all here.
Thank you.
All of those people out there have memories of Disneyland. You know, I was thinking about it. 1955. Think about the things that happened. Joe DiMaggio inducted into the Hall of Fame. Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat. Ray Kroc opened the first McDonald's. And Disneyland opened its gates.
Mark and I were 10 years away from being born.
And as Art Linkletter just told us, which is so interesting, people thought he was out of his mind.
Yeah,
he was crazy.
And it probably did for a while, too. This utopia, and it's, to this day, the cleanest place. You could eat off the streets of Disneyland.
Was Walt Disney crazy for opening this park?
No.
Saved you from going to the dog
We've all enjoyed it.
Look at it now. They weren't even sure it's going to work. And
it certainly has
said we only had like 20 rides or something like that, and half of them weren't working. It was great.
It's everybody's Marty's favorite place.
It is. Okay, we got a storm coming into
We
Southern.
do?
We
Yeah.
do. Beautiful day
Hey, Mark,
today.
is the park open today?
No.
It's not.
The park
this
is
a
not
sneak peek exclusively on KTLA.
But tomorrow come and forevermore.
Yep.
Yes.
And it could be rainy when you come down tomorrow, which, you know what, is not a bad day because maybe the crowds won't be quite as big. I doubt that. No,
Won't
you
scare
know, maybe.
fans away.
Good morning again. This is hard to break the news to your kids that, where'd you go today? I went to Disneyland. We're just strolling along through Disneyland. It's been 50 years since all of this magic began. The celebrations are here. They're coming back to the way it all began. And then from King Arthur's carousel, I love the carousel, making a big dream come true as Walt Disney 50 years ago dedicates Fantasyland.
Fantasyland is dedicated to the young and the young in heart, to those who believe that when you wish upon a star, your dreams do come true.
Then across this bridge, over this moat, over that drawbridge and into that castle, the knight in shining armor issues his command.
Open the Fantasyland Castle in the name of the children of the world.
And that's how it was 50 years ago when Walt Disney, along with Art Linkletter, dedicated Frontierland, Fantasyland, Tomorrowland. But you know, Art, I get the feeling we're forgetting something. We've missed something.
Say, haven't we missed something?
Seems like it.
A whole land?
Adventureland.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Yeah, I got to admit, Adventureland was always my favorite, too. And since dedicating Disneyland had to cover an awful lot of ground, Walt needed a little help. He got it from Bob Cummings.
And we are now at the beginning of a true life adventure into a still unconquered and untamed region of our own world.
But no matter which Disneyland you are in, as we circle the statue of these two great heroes, the man and the mouse, thank you, Walt, and thank you, Mickey, the magic here all revolves around one very familiar song. Well, now listen, that is one of the songs that you think about when you think of Disneyland. I always think of another song here. In fact, we trapped the guys. Good morning, glad you're out here. Your name is Paul?
Paul, yeah.
All right, and the group is called?
The River Rascals.
The River Rascals. Yeah. Well, the river runs right through here. Well, here is that other song. And we'll just leave you as we head back to a break here and continue for the next half hour or so here from live at Disneyland. So we'll be back in 2 minutes. But first, we take you on to the other song that we always think about at Disneyland. Here they go. A one and a two. And a...
Tell me about your first time to Disneyland. What's that? It is your first time? Is it really his first time?
No, actually, he was here when he was 2 weeks old. And
so this is his second time now?
Yes, actually, this is his second time.
You've been here almost more than I have, buddy. Do you remember your first time coming here?
I do. I was, I think I was about 10 years old. We had just moved here from the East Coast, and my dad brought me here with my best friend, and I have a picture, actually, of us standing right in front of this ride, Small World.
Down in a most delightful way.
Welcome back. We are live at Disneyland celebrating 50 years of just fun in the happiest place on earth. Wait till you see Gail. He's just too funny. But first of all, let's go up to Desiree Harton in Skycab.
Good morning, Mark. Good morning, everyone. Well, we are over an accident here, the 405 South at Victory Boulevard. Just happened now. It is off to the right shoulder. That is the good news, but a very slow drive here on that 405 South as you make your way out of the north end of the valley into the Sepulveda Pass. And that is the traffic from Skycam. I'm Desiree Horton. Mark, back to you.
Oh, thank you very much. And it is a little foggy and hazy and cloudy out here in Anaheim this morning, and that's pretty well the way it's going to be all the way across Southern California. But we should be back into clear skies for today. Nice day. High at the beaches, 66. Rain moving in a little later on tonight, and possibly some showers overnight tonight, and also for Friday morning. Partly cloudy on Saturday, and another rain system moving in on Sunday, which is Mother's Day. 76 this afternoon in the San Fernando Valley, 65 with isolated showers and thunderstorms. Clearing out for Saturday, and possibly more rain on Sunday with a high of 69 degrees. Gail's back from the scavenger hunt with the two ladies. How'd they do?
Oh, my goodness. We want to thank Shelley Creel and Liz Anderson of Buena Park, both of Buena Park, ladies and gentlemen, for running all over the park. See, they're not even excited about that. No applause. See, that's called working the crowd for you.
Gail's working them.
So now I'm going to take my hands off because we need to count.
Take pictures of these golden ears located, 50 of them located throughout the park.
50.
I got a feeling they cheated on some of these dogs. Come on, ladies.
Mark,
Come on.
All right, here, take my hand off here.
Okay, there.
All right, because we're going to count.
You got to get the hands off here. All right.
All right, so here we go. Now we're going to look how Liz is gingerly giving me yours.
No,
and Shelley, now look.
You know what?
Shelley, right, just look at the stack.
Whoa, look at that.
But you know, she may have quality and not quantity.
Exactly.
Or quantity and not quality.
I mean, first of all, they took a picture of the 50th right there behind us. That one right away doesn't count. God.
All right, Chris, you do it.
There's another one with Michaela standing there.
All right.
No good.
All right, Shelley, hold on to yours. We're going to go. Okay.
What's this?
Okay.
Okay, there is one.
Okay, there's one. Okay, there's one.
There's it's in the jar.
Let's mark. Keep
between the bars.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
okay, come on.
9, 10, 11, 12. 12, that's you. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No, too big. 17.
Okay.
She's got 17. All right.
Please.
Too big.
She's going to challenge you, baby.
No challenging. All decisions, judges' decisions are final.
All right, Shelley, you ready?
Okay, here we go.
You scoot up a little bit in case you have to defend your honor.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Gail, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17, 18. We have a winner. 19, 20, and 22, 23, 24, 25.
25. Don't hit it in the head, Shelley.
Excellent.
Nice job. And what does our contestant win?
What do they win? I haven't got a clue.
Oh, the pass to the park, I believe.
Oh, really?
Pass to the park.
Okay.
Right on.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're going to come back to the park. Thank you very much,
I'll find a bottle of water or something for you.
Let's go to Carlos.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Carlos,
What's he up
thank
to?
you for judging,
I'm
bro.
in front of my wife, so wishing well.
It's a tough job. Somebody
I know.
And they win diction lessons from you, Mark. They get to learn to say pile porter. Is that what they call it? Pilot reporter. Anyway, you know, one of the cool things about coming here is if you stay late, you get to see some incredible fireworks. This latest fireworks extravaganza is 2 years in the making. It is called, remember, Dreams Come True. You are getting a sneak peek at part of Disney's new 50th anniversary fireworks show. Remember, Dreams Come True. It's been a dream in the making for director Steve Davison.
It's going to be the biggest fireworks show in Disneyland history. It's over 17 minutes long, and we're going to tell a story on our biggest stage, up in the sky. This fireworks show is the most technically advanced show we've ever done. It features Disneyland's new air launch system, and that is where we're actually propelling shells into the sky with 30th of a second accuracy. It's amazing. The whole show is controlled by computers all over the park. So suddenly when we do laser effects or the fire effects, it's absolutely stunning. And everything is talking to each other to really bring this story in the sky to life all at once. When I started over 2 years ago, they asked me to do something that would be the biggest wow we've ever done, but something very special that was heartwarming and almost like a gift back to our guests. And we started to play with the idea of doing a story called E-Tickets in the Sky and taking the memories of the last 50 years, but doing them now in fireworks in a very unique, clever way. What's wonderful about the show is that it actually takes you on this fantastic journey. We've taken all the songs from all the attraction and we weave them together with these fantastic voiceovers and sound effects. So it's like you're now traveling through Disneyland, but now it's in the sky. And it feels like you're now immersed in the biggest ride in Disney history.
Wow, 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 wow. That's all I can say about the fireworks display here. It is absolutely incredible. And speaking of incredible, you should check out Snow White.
Well, thank you, Carlos. In a manner of speaking, I suppose. We continue our live coverage here at Disneyland. We are joined by Snow White. Nice to see you. Good morning.
Oh, good morning. It's nice to see you, too.
And here's one of our friends. He is the longest attending cast member. Oscar's been a chef here since 1956. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
So when Snow White gets a little hungry, as I imagine you do occasionally.
Of course. And the dwarfs, too.
You can eat.
What is there for them to eat?
Anything you can look behind, you can eat. You know, it's really, we got really nice.
A lot of people, I think, tend to think of amusement parks as just hot dogs and things like that. It's more than that now, isn't it, Oscar?
Oh, yeah, it is. When they started, there was nothing but hot dogs, hamburgers, fries. It's about all, you know, it's really. But now you can see the difference in the whole restaurants.
Much more food. Have you enjoyed the entire time you've been here? My gosh, almost 50 years.
I love it. I really enjoy it.
Snow White, you're obviously timeless. If people want to meet you, they can have a dinner with you, right? Or breakfast? Or
breakfast, of course. We have Princess Breakfast at the Plaza Inn. It's fantastic. The fairy godmother helps our wonderful chefs prepare breakfast for all of our guests.
And do you get along with all the other princesses? Are there any kind of rivalries or things?
Oh, goodness, no. We have sleepovers, and we play all together. We do our nails and our toes, and, of course, it's fun, isn't it?
And what plans for the 50th anniversary besides your beautiful brooch?
Oh, well, we have a beautiful brooch. We're all in the new parade, the Parade of Dreams, and there's a new firework display that we all love to come and watch with our princess. So it's very exciting.
Would you like to meet a big star from the Disney Channel?
Oh, goodness, I would love to.
Oh, my gosh, here he is. It is Ricky Ullman of Phil of the Future. Yes, don't all be shy. Hey, Ricky.
How you doing?
Nice to see you.
It was a pleasure to see you.
A relatively new member to the Disney family. Here, you stand next to the princess because this is what she's been asking for. Tell us a little bit about my daughters love your show. It's really clever. Talk to people about it.
Well, we have a good time. It's a show about a family from the future who lands in this century because of a time machine that breaks down. And
I hate when that happens.
Often, but lends a lot of comedy. We have a lot of special effects, a lot of stunts, and stories that a lot of kids can relate to. So.
You know, we talk about the impact of certainly the park over the years, but the Disney Channel now as a launching platform, I mean, this show starting on a cable channel now has joined the ABC network. It's really huge. Did you find that sort of right out of the box once it premiered?
It's really amazing, and the response has been spectacular from families and kids and really all ages, which is awesome. And to have that response it's an honor. We have a great time on the show, and we work hard and try to get a good message across, and hopefully we do so.
We're going to look at a clip in a second, but before we do this, and I shouldn't have done it, was from Snow White's own here's her fan magazines, and you're listed as one of the 14 hottest guys of 2005. Do you think he's the hottest of the 14?
Well, of course, next to my prince, that is.
Absolutely. Let's take a look now. Here's a clip of Ricky Hard at Work. Here's Phil of the Future.
You ate all the toast.
Well, it seemed only right I ate all the cereal.
Both of you, cool your jets.
Oh, no, I upset Shorty.
Oh, that is it!
Why do you say that standing up, huh?
Ah!
Thank you.
No problem, big brain.
You two have been fighting all week. You know what I think it's time for?
Oh, no!
Anything but that.
Lloyd, are you sure?
It's time for a Versaday. You'll both learn a little tolerance after you spend a few hours in each other's shoes.
Which one Phil? Which one Pim?
How hard is it to figure out, Hairball?
All right, there we go. The clip. And now, a particularly emotionally resonant moment. We'll have Oscar and Snow White and Phil make their wishes into the wishing well here.
On the count of 3, everyone. 1, 2, 3. Now you have to blow a kiss so it will come true.
Very well done. That is quite hilarious. Thank you all. We should also tell you, by the way, there's been this, Snow White, you'd enjoy this. There's been a big local thing involving billboards and a radio station and a TV station and all this stuff. And tomorrow we're going to talk about that at great length, so tune in for that.
Perfect. Yes, please tune in.
Okay. Well said. Ricky, thank you so much. Good luck to you. Congratulations. And Oscar, my gosh, 49 years here at the Magic Kingdom. Very, very good.
Enjoy.
The morning news live from Disneyland. We will continue a wedding on the way. A lot more to come. We'll be back.